Howdy folks, welcome back to Archean. I'm underwater, so I discovered, while gathering up lots and lots and lots and lots of rocks, that there's quite a few rocks underwater. So I've been running around in here, and I think we've got just about everything we need. But it has been a struggle. I've worked probably nearly an hour to get, you can see on the hotbar down there, we have a mining drill, a low voltage battery, which will run this but not as fast as possible. Toggle button so we can turn on the mining drill, and then the container so we can store the stuff. But we need to get the items from the mining drill to the container. And to do that we need, I think it's called item, not the item conveyor, it's the item bridge. No, item conduit. I'm getting used to all the little thingies. So I need 3 more connectors. 1, 2, 3. Item conduit. And then we can get 100 meters of that. And that'll let us hook these together. So the real struggle was copper. You can see I've got 14,000 silicon, 7,500 iron ore, 4,400 carbon, even found some tungsten. The struggle has been copper. So it took a long time. But we're almost over that hump. You only have to kind of do it once, But while we're down here, gather up a few more of these rocks, just in case. And then I forgot to show in the first video, you do have a jetpack. So we're going to jet out of the water here. Turn that rock thingy off. And the rocks do respawn. Like when I came back in, they're around my base now. So they're just kind of generated on the fly. We should have, yeah, we have item conduit now. So I think we can set up automated mining now. That's the theory. What else did I forget to show you? There are different kind of biomes. So if you double tap space and then hold, you activate your jackpack, or you can just hit J and it's on all the time. Doesn't appear to be any fall damage yet, so that's good. Oh, and at the end of the video, I was making canisters. So it just lets you store extras of those. And this lets you move it like to and from your suit container here. So anywho, let's get a drill down. So I think I want to put it, I'm going to just stick it off the same end here as the anchor. That would kind of make sense. Kerplop. Then you can see this has some connectors on the side. So we have a high voltage connector, low voltage connector, and then the data port. And you can run this on low voltage, which we're going to do it first. And then you can run on high voltage, and I think it goes like 10 times faster. But the low voltage battery is a lot fewer resources to make. So while we're getting started, I'm just going to start out with the low voltage. And I may have a computer over there eventually, but I think for now we'll just stick this here. Actually, where does the conveyor comes off there, so that'll be fine. We can set the battery right here. And the battery even has a data port so you can read stuff. There's a whole programming language and computers, and there's a lot. But we're just getting started. And then we want our toggle button. Is that actually on the machine? It's just kind of floating in the air, isn't it? That kind of bothers me. So what do we do about that? Well, let's go. I'm going to hope I don't need that anymore. ABCs of the early game. Always be crushing. But I want a tool, and the tool is called a destructor tool. Just takes iron. Looks a lot like a crowbar. That'll let us basically take things back apart. Oh, let's put that down there. Then if I, is it right click? Yeah, so if I hold right click, then I left click. Boop, we get that back. All right, so I want to go to, no, not F, C, and concrete blocks and cube. And we're going to just put a little panel up like so. Ah, we can scroll out that direction. And that means, how many concrete blocks do I have? I have enough to do that much. I need to make some more concrete. I love this search. That's so handy. We have a lot of silicon. We can craft another 200. So if I shift right click, it'll just make 200 of those. We're going to be expanding the base out. And so I think I can probably get rid of the frame. And I think to do that, I go to frame mode. And do I right click? Yeah, then I can get rid of this whole frame. Actually, I'm going to put a roof up. So let's hold off on that. All right, let's get our button down. Let's get this hooked up so we can turn this drill on. We need to get our container set up as well. Just put it right there. That'll work for now. And then we're going to wire the battery up. So I'm going to click, and then we're going to do a little bit of cable management here. I'm a little bit of a neat freak sometimes, so I'm going to come over like that, and then up. Will be good enough. So that has power now. We need to be able to turn it on. So I think by default the switches just turn stuff on, like automatically. Then you can, I believe, read them as input on the computers and do other things with them later. So I needed to come out one more. You can just right click to go like backwards. Okay, that'll do for now. I push F. We're mining. All right, cool. Let me turn that off. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think it has any internal storage, so we do need to get the storage container set up. So let's do that. Bring this over. I don't think it matters which end you put the stuff in. How's that look? I think that'll work. And we're going to use our item conduit here to hook up, just kind of like we do the wires. And then there we go. And then we have a container. If I push F on that, let's see, it's empty. Now if we turn this on, yay! We have rock. It's not super fast. We do have high copper content here, which is good, 3%. Now we can just let that run, and if I do, I think it's V. So V gives you like extra info about things, unless you do what? I can add an alias for easier programming. You can see it's empty in a little less than an hour, because we're not charging it. But I did make a solar panel. So let's get a little roof built here. I think you can build hinges and all kinds of stuff, but for now we're just going to have a flat solar panel. So if we go ahead and go, how much composite do I have? Ran out of stuff to make concrete. Composite block just takes plastic. Yeah, I think we'll do concrete for the main structure. So we're just out of water. We have plenty of everything else. My electrolyzer is on, so I could do that. Oh, the one canister doesn't even fill it up. But I believe there's pumps and pipes and things, so we can probably automate this part as well. Alright, concrete block. Yes, please. Make another 200, please. And we'll just stand here in the water, so we're filling up. Make lots of those. Excellent. How are we doing on a rock over here? So this will kind of bootstrap us. Yeah, we're getting lots of rock. So now we can we'll get a solar panel up, so it'll keep the battery charged when we have sunlight. I think the days are 12 real-time hours. And then the nights are 12 hours as well. That'll let us, you know, keep growing and and going on. So putting our constructor tool back up, and we want to go to cube, and we're on concrete blocks still. So I'm just going to go up, and I'm going to turn my jetpack on. I don't think the jetpack uses fuel, at least not right now. And then I want to go, I'm still getting used to this, so we want to go to wall. Oh, interesting, it's offset now since I have that. So if I come up to just here and then I do wall mode. Yeah, there we go. That's lined up with the frame. That makes me happy. And then, nope, that's the wrong button. I keep wanting to hit F, but it's C when you have the constructor tool out. We'll just follow the frame. So we'll go like that. And we'll have our little shelter here. Not that we need a shelter, but... Now this one is not letting me go up for whatever reason, like the others did. Now it does. There must be something with the angle that makes it do that. And then how far out can we go? About that far. Okay. So I'll probably want to automate concrete blocks at some point. But now that we have that, we can go up to the top here. And we can put our solar panel down. And then it has data and power outputs. So I'm going to rotate that around. Actually, let's do it from this direction. So we'll probably, I plan to expand the base over so we can get to the water. Pump it out for other stuff in the future. And then for now, we just need power. So let's bring power... I think you have to start. You have to start? Yeah, you have to start from here. I didn't run it internally, so it's going to be... I'll redo that at some point. I think you can run it internal to the blocks. Actually, I want to come across, don't I? So right-click to undo that. That'll work for now. We can always neaten it up. So if I hit V now, we can see it's actually putting out some power. 52 volts. And it's pretty much doing potential power because nothing's blocking it. I would imagine that's what that means. So we should get some good power as the sun is directly overhead. Now if I hit V on the battery, we can see our charge rate is nothing. Interesting. Okay. Why are we not charging? Did I mess up the wiring? It says it's outputting power. Let me turn this off. Ah, okay. So the drill was just sucking all the power, even the charge. It's just using more than the battery can put out. So now you can see it's fully charged in an hour. How much stone do we have? We have a lot of stone. All right. We'll let that charge for a bit. We've got quite a bit of stone to work with. So now the first thing we want to make is I think it's called a crusher. And that will automate the crushing. So let's work on that. We need 2 discs and a motor. Okay, well, the discs are easy enough. That's just iron. The motor takes quite a bit. So we need a circuit. And then the circuit needs 10 diodes, 10 capacitors. So right-click for 10. Right-click for 10. And then we need a panel. That's just iron, so let's go ahead and just make 10 panels. Lots of things use panels. All right, and then that'll let us make our circuit. And then the motor also needs 10 magnets, which is also just iron. So no reason we can't make some extras of those. Then the big thing is going to be wire. Of course, we need, you guessed it, more copper. Let's go ahead and make whatever connectors we can. And then let's grab, so I go here, can I just pull that out of my inventory? I can. Then I can crush it in here. So ABC, always be crushing. That's going to take a little over a minute. So I'm going to get the things built up. I need to make some more concrete as well. And I'll put a break in. I'll see you in a bit. Well, I hit a little bit of a snag. I got everything made, and then I'm like, lead? What? So, we need 1 lead, apparently, to make a crusher. And I've not found lead anywhere around. But one thing I remember reading somewhere about this game is the heavier stuff tends to be, like, lower down. So, I'm going to go on a little bit of an ocean expedition, I guess. And see if we can find any lead. If I have the rock rake in my hand, I can hold right click. I can get the composition of rocks. So far this is all just the normal stuff. So let's go down a little deeper. And then I'm hoping I can find my way back. If I go up in the air, I should be able to see my base, I'm hoping. So I don't know how deep we need to go. Maybe lead is like a mid-game thing and I'm trying to advance too early. I'm expecting, I think it's PB, right, for lead? So let's go deep. And yeah, it's getting darker down there, which is kind of interesting. And it's expected. If I turn on my light, oh, I already have my light on. Let's turn off the light. We'll see how dark it gets. All right, I'm going to go down here. Kind of bounce swimming. Yeah, that's just normal stuff so far. I wonder if I have to go like really far or really deep to find lead. I wasn't expecting that. So that's kind of gatekeeping the progression, I guess. I know one video I was watching, I think it was Splitsy. Splitsy and Wasted were playing this. I think on there they might have mentioned that the progression needs some tuning. It's still early. Early access. Yeah, this is just all the normal stuff. And on the Discord, somebody mentioned going to the seafloor for lead and uranium. So apparently there's uranium as well. I wonder if that's what the RTG is. Some kind of generator. Because on my suit, there's an integrated RTG, and then you can actually build... I don't know. RTG may just be a common thing that everybody knows. But it looks like some kind of nuclear generator because you need uranium to make power. Yep, that's still the normal stuff. All right, I'm going to cruise for a while, and I'll either find it or not, so see you in a bit. Well, I haven't found lead yet, but I found some gold. So there's definitely other stuff down here, and I'm way down in the water. I've just been going deep, so I'm going to keep on cruising. It does seem like there's some heavier stuff down here. So we may run across lead soon, because we got gold, and gold's heavy. All right, keep cruising. Well, another 20 feet, and by golly, we found some lead. It's only 0.01%. But we got gold, we got lead, and we got some uranium down here. So we are finding the heavier stuff. So I think I'm going to start raking things up. I'm going to turn the light on because I can see, but it's probably really dark on YouTube. So let me just start raking up some stuff here, and we'll see if we can get enough to get one little lead ingot, maybe. That'll get our crusher made. And that will speed up the building process for just all the basic things. So when I was playing in creative, it might have been because it was creative, but the crusher was really fast. Alright, so we have... Which one has my lead? 0.01%. Oh boy. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of that. So one thing I noticed, if you put it here and hover, it tells you. So we're not even going to get one lead out of that. So might as well just keep on hoovering. Yeah, still 0.01. The gold percentage went up a little bit, so I'm going to head a little deeper. I'm going to keep vacuuming up stuff as we go, and we'll see if the lead gets any more concentrated. Man, this is rough. I've been going and going and going. I finally found 0.02% lead, but I haven't been able to get enough, even with 0.01%, to actually get one ingot. So when survival mode comes along, this is going to be impossible. When you have to actually manage your power in your suit and stuff, this would be really, really rough. But I don't mind a little bit of a challenge. So we'll keep plugging away. Not even checking all these, but it seems like quite a few of the rocks around here have 0.02%. So in theory, we need at least like 500 units. Which one of these had it in there? There it is. So we've got 1,700 of this, but that won't even make one. Been checking over here. The tungsten is 0.06%. We can get one, so we probably need like 6,000 or so of these to make one lead ingot. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be rough. But this stuff we might as well crush. ABCs always be crushing. So the search continues. I don't know how far away from base I am. I'm a long ways out, and I'm quite deep. But, yeah, I'll just keep on searching. And I think instead of putting more cuts in, I'm just going to come back in when I actually have some lead. Because it may be a while. I might have to take a break. See you in a bit. Okay, it finally happened. I finally got enough that we're going to get one lead ingot, one uranium from here. Crush that sucker. Now I have to find my way back to base, which I think is that way somewhere. So let's go up. I'm going to turn my light off. What's cool is picking up the rocks and stuff still made the same noise, but the ambient sounds got quieter and quieter until it was just pretty much dead quiet once I got pretty deep. So that was neat. Still going up. I see why they were making a submarine now. You could get a submarine and set up an underwater drilling station. Be pretty cool. Oh, starting to see some horizon here. I might have to time-lapse this. Hey, we made it. Turn my jetpack on. So yeah, there's my base. That little dot out there on the beach. Went quite a ways. So I'm gonna fly towards base now. We'll do another quick time lapse. And we're finally almost back to base. That was a long one. I will hopefully remember to speed that up at the edit. That was a long ways. What's cool is some of the stars are starting to show. I don't know if that'll show in YouTube compression, but there's little stars starting to peek through. Pretty neat. Okay, so let's get the light back on. One thing I discovered in creative was things will push to storage. Like this will push rocks to the storage, but the crusher won't pull it out of storage. So we have to have an item conveyor, I think it's called. So let's get our crusher made. All that for that one lead ingot. Now, please don't tell me. I think it's the item conveyor. Okay, luckily it does not take lead. We should be able to make all of that. Screws queued up. We always need screws and we have lots of iron. If there's a way to like pin a recipe, I'm not aware of it. That would be nice. All right, we need a motor and a circuit, and then I think the motor takes a circuit. So yeah, so we need 2 circuits. So we need 20 diodes, 20 capacitors. Doesn't let me queue that up. We're almost done with the crusher, though. Oh, we got some gold. Nice. Alright, crusher. There you are. That build stuff. So we're going to need the little item puller. So let's just set the crusher like over here. That should give us room to put what we need. Oh, it only takes high voltage. I forgot about that little detail. So I'm going to have to make a high voltage battery. Then we'll need more solar panels to keep that charged. Yeah, I forgot about that little detail. Alrighty. Put that on the list. Uranium ore. Look at that. Got so much stuff. Always be crushing, so I guess we might as well crush this up. Not quite enough to get lead. Actually, you know what? Let's keep that. We may have to go on another lead hunting expedition. Let's just do these smaller piles here that don't necessarily matter. A little bit of gold here and there. Okay, item conveyor. We were working on motor, right? So we need a bunch of wire. We need what, 80 more wire? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we needed our circuit. Then we should be able to make our motor. No, we need 10 more wire. A few extra wire, and then we can make our motor. We're just short a connector and the last circuit. The item conveyor, I see the little red thing, and it only takes low voltage, so that's good. There we go. Crafty, crafty. I like games that will, like, as long as you have the raw materials, it'll make the prereqs for you. It's a little fiddly to have to micromanage that. Alright, let's put that back over there in the hopes that we're done with that. So then this thing will pull, and I think it has filtering capabilities as well, possibly. Still learning how all this stuff works. We can stick that right there. Then we can hook that in there. And hook you over to there. Then we just need to power this guy up. And if I hit V on this... Yeah, it looks like it has like a filter that you can maybe do things on. But in creative, I was able to set this up. So I could mine. This would push the rock over to here and it would crush. And that all worked. So hopefully it's the same here in adventure mode. Probably need to get some kind of power distribution set up. Right now we're just hooking everything up to the battery. But there's like switches and relays. There's all kinds of stuff we can eventually make. Alright, so that is powered. So in theory it should be able to pull the stone out and stick it over here, but we don't have the high voltage battery yet. So what's it take to make a high voltage battery? Probably stuff I don't want to have to go get. No, just a whole bunch of wire. So we're gonna need a lot more copper. The circuit and the connectors we should be able to make, and then we'll just need a lot of wire because each capacitor takes one wire. All right, so we need to make another circuit, which means we need 10 of those, 10 of those, and might as well just craft that all into wire because we're going to need it. Not let me do the circuit yet for some reason. There it goes. I guess I didn't have that one wire. Hadn't started making it yet, so it wouldn't go through. Oh, look at our copper. It's all disappearing. It's the name of the game in here is copper. And the connector, did the connector take? Yeah, the connector takes wire as well. 5 connectors. No problem. There is a problem though. We're out of copper. Do we have enough wire to make this work? All I need, oh no, I need 400. So I'm going to need 201 more copper. Ouch. Okay, well, time for another break. And I'm going to go mining. And I'll see you in a bit. Alright, finally got enough for the high voltage battery, so that's crafting up. I did notice something. I was re-raising the switch on the ground anchor, and I had a bunch of concrete below ground. So I cleaned that all up, redid it, and yeah. So what I found is when you're doing this, if you're down like this, like it looks like one block, but it's actually going into the ground. So make sure you're pointing at the face and you're only getting the layer that you expect. So we got that fixed. We got quite a few concrete blocks, 357. So I got some of those back, which is cool. I was redoing the switches here, so we have to drill. I'm gonna have this be the manufacturer basically. So this will be the crusher. But we are gonna do something with a data junction. So when I turn the crusher on, I also need to turn the item conveyor. What's this thing called? Yeah, item conveyor. I need to turn that on as well. So they both need to be turned on. So for that, we're going to use a data junction, which just kind of lets us split the signal. So it's got arrows for, you know, coming in and out. So let's just set this guy like that. Then we'll have this guy come over to here. Have this guy come up to there. And then the switch will connect in there. And I've been doing a little bit of cable management just to keep things kind of neat. Like that. And then in theory, I do have rock in there. In theory, when I turn this switch on, it'll start making stuff and putting it in this container. Let's test that theory. Oh, no, I didn't put the high voltage battery down. Hold up. Hold up. We gotta make some high voltage cable. I forgot about that. All right, so high voltage battery. You go in there. So what if we put this on the corner? And then other manufacturing stuff over here can use it as well. That'll be the idea. Yeah, I forgot about the wiring part. So if we go to spools, we'd have high voltage cable. Oh boy. Guess what? More copper. Well, I can make the connectors. Make 10 of those. Then I got to get more copper. Can you believe it? More copper? That was weird. Usually I can open. Okay. Sometimes the interface is a little strange. That'll give me 100 copper, so let's grab that. So I need about 170 more. Alright, well let's turn the drill back on. Put one more break in here. I have no idea how long this video is. It's probably going to be too long. But hey, if you're still watching, you're probably enjoying it. So get this last little thing made, and then we can have automatic crushing. What a journey. We're going to get there in the end. We got our high voltage cable spool here coming up. And I went ahead and built a couple extra solar panels up here on the roof just to help charge. What we'll probably end up doing is running off these, and then there's power converters. I think, I know it goes at least from small to big. I assume they also have big to small. Not sure how that works exactly, but anywho, let's get this thing hooked up. I want to make some stuff. I'm tired of crushing in my suit. So let's do that. Then by golly, let's go flip the switch. And this time, something might actually happen. Hey, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. And it does crush fast. It basically crushes all of that just instantly. I have any stuff. I don't have any rock left in my inventory, but there we go. It is just crushing away. And can I like shift click? I can't. Okay, it's just shift click. Pops into my inventory. Excellent. There we go. We are chugging away. We are making stuff in an automated fashion. So we'll just scale up from here. Let that go. Let that crunch. And then I need to get this rewired. I guess we could do that right now. So let's turn these off. So what we can do now is rewire the drill to use the high voltage. And then it will be much, much faster. So let's bring this across the floor. One more over. All of this over here, and then I had to tell it to go up. Maybe I can't tell it to go up. We can just have it come across like that. That should be fine. And then into the battery. Now when we turn this drill on. Oh yeah. Look at the rock flying in there now. Of course, we'll run out of battery eventually, so I need to use these materials we're getting to build a big solar array and look into like what the RTG thing means as well. Yeah, you can even keep up with it on high speed, but yeah, just look at the stuff pouring in. Not the most copper in the world, but it's way faster than me getting it by hand. Let that chew up. And that'll be it for this one, folks. Thanks for hanging out. We'll probably be making at least a couple more videos in the series. I'm recording these first two. Whoa. These first two are back to back. So I haven't got any feedback yet on the first video. We'll see how the reception is. What you guys think, how much you want to see. I'll catch you in the next adventure. Take care.